What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I wanted to take a moment and talk about warranty claims. So I already got my Benchmade Mini Adamas back from Benchmade. I sent it off because it had developed a little bit of lock rock. I wasn't quite sure what was wrong with it. I didn't want to try to take it apart and figure it out myself in this instance. I wanted to go ahead and send it off for warranty. Now, before I dive into that experience, I also have my Benchmade Bugout. I had to also send this one to Benchmade for a warranty claim as well. However, I had to send this one in because an Omega spring broke on this. I had done a ton of fidgeting. You can ask my wife. I pretty much just been sitting on the sofa fidgeting with this particular knife over and over and over. And it broke inside of 3 months. A little disappointing, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to send this off to Benchmade. I'm going to go ahead and have them take care of that. And they did. In the meanwhile, I knew that it was something that can happen from time to time. And I went and picked up a set of aftermarket Omega springs. And I went ahead and installed them myself. 7 months, no issues, very consistent. But I will tell you, I can tell a difference between the spring strength. That feels a little stronger and a little harder to pull back than it does with Benchmade's own Omega spring. So I'm hoping that the additional strength and resistance that you feel when you pull back on their access lock equates to strength and longevity. But I will keep you updated with that. That's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're talking about 2 different warranty claims that I had to send off to Benchmade to be remedied. The lock rock was very different from the access lock. When I sent the Omega spring break in, I printed off the paperwork, I filled out the paperwork, I paid for postage, and I sent it off to Benchmade. They confirmed when they received it. And then within 2 weeks, they notified me it had been repaired and it was on its way back to me. And I got my Bugout back within 2 weeks. This was 7 months ago. About a month ago, my Adamas started to develop the lock rock. I fidget with the knives and I check them every so often to make sure that they don't develop, any kind of blade play or anything like that. Mind you, by the way, this one here has absolutely no side-to-side play with the steel liners integrated in with the G10 handles. I think Benchmade's system operates better whenever there's a steel liner or some type of metal involved. When it developed it, I emailed them. They sent me the form. They told me to fill it out, send the knife in. They got the knife, confirmed that they got it. About a week later, I got an email saying it was coming back to me. Same thing. They really don't go into much detail. You tell them what's wrong with it, and apparently they just fix it and send it back. This on top of their lifetime warranty and lifetime sharpening. As long as you own your knife and you're not abusing it in a way that, or using it in a way unintended or not intended, they will take care of the knife. They really will work with you. I got both of these knives back within 2 weeks. On this particular one, it looked like they replaced the standoff back here. I think that's what was the issue. I don't think it was loose. It actually says it shows a part, but they show no charge next to it. And they call it, I think they call it a standoff, but I'm not sure. But it's basically what is causing it. This bar here locks this from going down, and this one locks it from going back. And I think between the two of them, that's how it developed the rock. Now, it just said that it was the one part that was replaced. I don't know if they replaced the lock for the access lock or if they replaced the standoff. Not 100% sure. All I know is my warranty experience with Benchmade has been phenomenal. Now, the Omega springs, I think they eventually, at some point in time, they could break. I've bought extra because I have 3 knives now with Omega springs in them. So between the 3 of them, I anticipate one of them is going to break. As far as the action, and I actually have had to also send in my Deca after it broke after 6 months to Hogue, and I experienced the exact same thing. Within 2 weeks, I had my knife back from Hogue. So they stand behind their product just as well, and they do warranty their product long as you're not abusing it. But with Hogue, I know they have a little bit more of a stricter policy, which is why I don't believe you see any aftermarket following behind Hogues, because there are plenty of them out there. I think because they don't want you to take the knife apart, they want you to send it to them. I'm less inclined to take it apart outside of the servicing. And if you've never done, and I can do a maintenance video if you're curious about that, if you've never done maintenance to clean and lube the pivot section of your Benchmade, you actually don't have to take it apart to do that. I'm happy to do that maintenance video because I've done it a few times with my Bugout. I'm happy to share that with you guys. If that's something that you want to see, just let me know down in the comments. But I just wanted to share because it is encouraging to see that this American-made product and the manufacturer that builds it stands behind their product and has outstanding turnaround times should you ever need to file a warranty claim. I had it for 2 different reasons, and then both the knives came back in spectacular condition. No complaints whatsoever about these knives or the manufacturer. They perform well. The edges come very nice from the factory. The S30V performs really well. I like it a lot. The parts have held up really well. The lock is extremely strong. The lockup is really well done. Extremely well done. And I have had that same experience with the Mini Adamas. I love this. This is a really EDC friendly size knife. It is a little bit more thicker, a little bit more of a pocket tank. You're not going to carry too much else in the pocket with it unless you're putting it way down in the pocket. And you know, it has a little bit of weight, but I really do enjoy it. Excellent ergos. I love the access lock. I love the fact that it gets the fingers out of the blade path. The Omega springs do a good job keeping that blade locked up solid. I'm just really happy, and I wanted to share that warranty experience with you. Hopefully, if you're considering a Benchmade and you're worried about any of that type of stuff, hopefully this alleviates some of your concern to know that you're going to get the full support of Benchmade behind it, which is phenomenal. That's all you can ask for from your manufacturer. Having said that, I am still now coming up on week 6 and have not gotten my Cogent back from Civivi. It also developed some lock rock. They did email me, however, to let me know they were not able to repair the knife, but I have a new knife coming to me. So I will keep you updated on that warranty process. But you know what? They stood behind the product. They replaced it because they couldn't repair it. So I really can't complain. It's just, it's not as fast as Benchmade. Benchmade has blown me away with how quick they've done it. If you enjoyed this video, if you could do me a favor, leave a like. I appreciate all the support out there. Think about subscribing if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to continue to grow the channel. And I appreciate all of you out there that have already subscribed and support me on the regular. Let me know what you think. Have you had a warranty claim with Benchmade? Have you had something fail with Benchmade and you had to send it in? Love to hear what your experience is with Benchmade. Mine has been pleasant both times that I have sent it in. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.